What is up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of my Byzantium and or Roman Empire playthrough. I have some bad news, lads, after reading the comments. Unfortunately, for a lack of knowledge, I am destroyed. This bloody thing here, it has to do with the person who created it, I suppose Brunei, having influence in the trading region. So wherever you have merchants, you have these sort of abilities. I know they exist, but I don't really make much use of them myself. Perhaps a flaw in my game, but at the same time, I feel I don't use them for a reason. I just don't feel like they're that relevant most of the time. Maybe if I was doing a trading game or something like that. But I believe that's how he actually generated the center of religion, is by having influence in the Indonesian region. We can see here that he dominates it. And with that in mind, I'm a little bit disillusioned because we might find that this center exists for longer than it otherwise could have. I have taken a coastal center of trade, but he has a coastal center of trade. And we can see here that he, pound for pound, has much more development than we do within the region. A little bit stressful in that regard. I think I will continue to colonize up this area of the world. And of course, anything that is converted, we can add to a trading company. That's a bias, I suppose, to a European country that we can obtain and he cannot, of course, is adding these to Trade League and hopefully stealing his influence. And yeah, I don't know if it retroactively destroys this, but either way, it'll prevent like another one from spawning, I suppose, or something like that. But either way, let's get into things here. We're fighting a war with Wu. One final war, I would suggest. Hopefully, we can actually go for the full annexation this time around and get rid of him once and for all. And we might find that we get some instability in terms of Liberty Desire with Ming. But that is what it is. And I was thinking that in regards to our self-expanding, we have to wait for some provinces to be caught up. But it might be time to crush Mali. And then once we've stabilized this iteration of rebels that come out of Mali, we could probably completely leave West Africa as it will be stabilized, which is exactly what we are going for. I'm wondering which one of our colonial nations is not, got quite a few men that are not Orthodox yet. Well, maybe we don't have quite a few actually. It looks like California, Pacifico Norte or Alaska, and La Palate, jeez, and New Spain. Okay, 4. So this is priority. I'm more worried. Where's Hispaniola? Jeez. So many bloody... Oh, and Hispaniola. He's not Orthodox either. God dang it. Alright. We need to get them, like, happy in order to force religion on them. That's the thing. So, rather than stabilizing, like, British Louisiana, I'd rather enforce the religion on nations like Hispaniola. Okay, so where's California? He's happy. And let's go ahead and enforce religion, pay off his loan, his debt rather. That's going to generate missionaries, And this guy's happy as well. So same thing here. And hopefully they have some kind of capacity to convert their own land. Many of their provinces are low development, so surely they will convert their own provinces to some degree. Now, New Spain is really quite small. So is New Spain stable? Yes, he is. Enforce him. And then, so I should be focusing on Hispaniola. We'll do one at a time, or Spanish La Palate, which actually has the least. 72 desire, and Hispaniola, if I can find him. 82, okay. Let's focus on this dude, who also has some debt to pay off. Fantastic. So he's almost happy with us and almost enforceable. Very good. Yeah, I guess let's crush Mali and get him out of the way. I feel like that's a good thing to do. We can tick up for -10, which is good. And I can't hand off any more provinces to the Holy Bro while we're at war. I do want to give him these 2 provinces, but he's overextended. He's only coring up 2 at a time at this stage, so a little bit awkward. But we've got our own business to take care of with our own wars. Where is my colonist from last episode? I do not recall at this stage. Where did he end up? Yep, I don't recall. This guy has no friends either, eh? Both of those targets are good. Dude, I don't know where our colonist is. Is he already out here in Asia? There must be a way to find him, right? Can we find him here? Forgive my noobness, guys. Okay, so he's being sent out. There we go. Located, though. Located. That's what's important. Now, another thing, I've been thinking, guys, the only policy that we have is this, and it costs 1 admin a month for 1 missionary strength. But I'm going to be honest, guys, I feel like, especially with the fact that Russia's taking land, I feel like I'm more concerned with conversion rate than I am about having the admin to core up the rest of the world. The rest of the world is quite small, reduced to a few pockets here. And then a decent amount in Asia, some in Japan, and then some in Europe. I feel like we could manage that. I really do feel like we could manage that. And I'm going to go ahead and take this 1 missionary strength. Pretty ballsy, but it might make the difference. Now, our religious unity is going to be overkilled at, like always, at 100%. So that's some good news. Because I don't expect to drop below. Yeah, cool. Hopefully I don't regret that, and let's go back to war. Spend that admin. Now he's got fort levels here, feels bad, man. So this war might take a little while, but that's okay. I should... Oh, geez, that's bad, but, yeah, okay, let's just spend some Diplo there. I should mobilize these troops. Were they mercenaries? Nope, they weren't. Okay. They could be used to do something, and these troops out here could be stationed in these regions which are more likely to revolt at some stage. What's your tech, Mali? Okay, he's actually behind us, thank goodness. I would expect that, because he's been bordering us for so long, that he would not be behind us in tech, which he is, so I'm very happy about that. It's going to make this war very easy. And we don't have to be that efficient. Well, let's check how much overextension he'll give us for full annexation. I suspect that we're going to be overextended, and that's why I say we don't have to be that efficient, because we're waiting for provinces to core up. But let's just test it out. It's closer than I thought. 52.5. Cool. We might be able to piece out sooner than I thought. These forts are going to take a while. I hate it. And I hate the low-level forts out here as well. Go kill him. Where are your troops, Ming? I wonder. Oh, we might have inherited a lot more nations to influence, did we? Let's kind of just go from north to south and influence some dudes. Spend the bloody money that we have. Okay. Just spamming that down. It's a good way to just generally get some trust and relations, which is going to help with the Liberty Desire. Alright. Missionaries are converting everything that they can in our own land. And now let's begin converting in our subjects. Wow, he sieged that so quick. What a bastige. Get these troops from Canton. And yeah, let's already influence him. I mean, there is the New World as well, but when I was talking about land left to conquer, but the New World, of course, our Liberty Desires will core that up for us. Our Liberty Desires? Dude, are you even making any sense anymore, Monk? Our colonial nations will core those up for us. Okay, I'm worried about this missionary progress being hindered by this war, but it looks like we're good. And I got to be vigilant throwing those missionaries back to work. Okay. Wu's in trouble. Let's give occupation to Ming. Thankfully, he's right at the top. I've been playing those Austrian games, guys, and one of the saddest things about playing as the vassal swarm overlord is that every bloody time you want to change a province or go through your subjects list, it just goes on and on and on. Like, literally, like, you know, in my game, you know, I think I had 63 princes alone, but that doesn't include, of course, your vassals, your standard vassals, and your personal unions and so on. And then, in my case, my colonial nations, as I get later into the game, it becomes ridiculous, like literally like 100 or so. I'm starting to wonder as well, should I be more deliberate with the provinces that I'm converting in the New World? Because it occurred to me that like Florida is 100% Orthodox. So like because he was small, maybe I shouldn't have converted his provinces and instead converted somebody else's. If you see what I'm saying, and he would be able to kind of manage his religious unity but continue using his missionaries to do other things. I mean, hopefully I don't need to stress about something. Hopefully I don't need to be that pedantic, but perhaps I do. I am starting to stress out a bit, guys. So continue colonizing this region. I'm going to focus on the Malaccas, apparently. It's called something like that. I'm trying to get that trade power away from Brunei, considering that I have a truce with him. Very unfortunate. Yeah, so we're converting quite some Pacific. Okay, I see how it is. Who's that? It's uncolonized terrain. It looks yellow there for a second to me. Okay. Alright, we're converting some of this guy's stuff, but he's a smaller dude. So let's do like some of California. I'm going to be a little bit more deliberate. As the game gets nearer and nearer towards the end, it's going to become more and more apparent how pedantic we're going to need to be. But I'm starting to stress a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. Spanish Colombia. Dude, I have more colonial nations than I thought. I can't believe New Spain is all the way down here. Like, he was basically a Peruvian colony, but I'm surprised that he was called New Spain, because it's usually the Mexican region that's called New Spain. And then we have Spanish Colombia. I didn't even realize. The good news is, though, we can take a massive chunk of Colombia, and we don't have to generate a colonial nation, because a lot of it will already be his core. And then he can, core it up for us. Like, it'll transfer over to him. I think you guys know what I mean. Okay, this is annoying. Let's equip a siege general here. We are going to end up waiting for that, I think, which is not ideal. Okay, our saint thing has been forgotten. And our military points are capped out. Not too worried about that. Military points being capped out, that is. Oh! Okay, we converted that up before they spawned. Thank goodness. As far as the saint thing is concerned, I might not take another one. To keep our that's one way to keep our patriarchal authority capped. Is now that's at 100, just not take another one. But yeah, I should remember that if I ever feel like, oh, geez, I need to win this battle, we can go ahead and grab that discipline. Alrighty. Apparently that's not their full annexation. Should be. Why is it not the full annexation? I've clicked everything. It doesn't say. Is it just because we're giving it away to somebody else? That's weird. I've got every one of their provinces selected. Oh well, I won't stress about it. It usually says demand their full annexation regardless if you're handing it off to subjects. Last time I checked. I'll tick up for -10 on Diplo, that's fine. But we've got plenty of Diplo points to spend. Oh, this guy's at war. How about we declare war on him? I'm sick of these bloody colonial nations losing in the New World. Let's just declare war so that, yeah, all of our colonial nations are kicked into gear. Oh god. I don't have missionaries available. Oh, phew. I thought for a second I was feeling like those couldn't be converted, which was freaking me out. I'm starting to stress, guys. Starting to go crazy, starting to stress. I feel like the 13 colonies, though, isn't a good nation to convert. Like, he seems to have a decent amount of provinces which are not of the desirable religion. Okay, we're already influencing these guys. Move on. And then, of course, it will just ask us, do we want to influence again? And we just say yes. So that's why I'm trying to get each of these guys. It's a lot of money, dude, influencing such powerful nations. But it's a good way to, over time, eliminate that liberty desire. I don't think we've done California. And I really hope that our colonial nations over here, guys, don't go full derp. It really pisses me off when they do have a tendency to go full derp. That you best not lose with your combined might to this guy, okay? You can take him out, take his capital. Because I would like to be at peace at some point. In order to hand off the provinces to the Holy Bro, for example. So, these forts are driving me up the wall. Why do you take so long? As we gain some prestige, I must remember. Okay, our truce is up in the New World. Very good. And we actually have some troops here. Let's walk down to fight this war again. This is something we must do. Didn't I break their alliance and they're re-allied by the time our truce is come up? I hate that. That doesn't feel good at all. Okay, what's the deal? Were you done? Oh wow, way over 100 war score there. Jeez, he's got so much cash. Damn. Damn. And we're giving everything to Ming? Looks like it, eh? Alright, now, are you mad at me, Ming? Doesn't look like it. He's under control. Excellent. Excellent. We can also... his relations are probably maxed, actually. No, they're not. Cool. Get some relations by fighting those rebels out there. California, become influenced, please. If I can find one of your provinces to click on. Here we go. And, you, sir. I think we're influencing them all now. Yep, we're about to core a lot of this stuff up, guys. And I feel bad that this Mali war is taking for bloody ever. But once these forts are down, they're down. Maybe I should march more troops over there. I think this area is stable. Let's go fight some of his troops with our own troops. Alrighty. Same old stuff. I don't want to begin a war out here in the New World if we can avoid it until we've kind of won this war. I mean, the dream is that our nations just swamp him out here, and then no, what? Why would you not give the occupation to me? Because it's not in coring range for me? Maybe, what's going on there? And then it's not in coring range for him either. The hell? It's a bit awkward. Surely one of them will give it to me, the occupation. I won't worry about that just for now. Is it the Liberty Desire? They don't give you the provinces because of the Liberty Desire? I don't think so, eh? Manually going to throw some more down in the 13 colonies. So let's do one diplomat in Hispaniola, and who was the other one? Spanish La Palade. Oh, he's not Desire. He doesn't have Desire right now. So if I can find him, let's go ahead and enforce. And then yeah, I guess we'll use a diplomat there. So we've only got 2 available, which can be very tedious. It's the Desire, isn't it? It's the bloody Desire which prevents them from really helping. Can I walk down? I can walk down. It's going to take a while. God dang it. It's going to be quicker to use the ships. If we're smart about it, why don't we go like here? Yep, there. And then walk. God dang it. Well, I should probably kind of embrace the fact that I'm not going to be at peace anytime soon. Who's Timbuktu's guaranteed by Mali? Why don't we... That will appear to be more like a 100% war score offer. Ming revolutionaries, eh? If I declare war here, let's just do another war, and that's fort level 1. That will be taken out very quickly. 100% overextension is what I'm trying to say. Get nearer to it. Okay, colonies finishing. Dude, I hope we can convert the world. Can you guys imagine? I was so gutted when Where's my colonist right now? He's somewhere out here in Asia, right? Is he just not... Okay. He hasn't finished his setting up the colony. I was so disappointed with that Hungarian run, guys. Like, we're so close, you know, in a way. In a way, we were years away. Nice. The north is coming down to the south to fight. That's what I want to see. Yeah, in a way, we were so far away, but in another way, we were so close. It's just a shame. Like, I still got the 1 tag, if you guys recall the game I'm talking about, which is exactly what I was going for, but I had never attempted a 1 faith before, and yeah, it didn't occur to me that it's actually such a bloody mission to convert everything. Like, I kind of thought, like, maybe, you know, there are some nations which are incredibly powerful, much more powerful than Byzantium to do. And although some religions are worse than Orthodox, some are just so much more powerful. Like, for example, if you do the Holy Roman Empire route and you just crush Protestantism, then Catholicism is so much more powerful than pretty most religions, but also any of the colonial nations, they will literally all be Catholic. So the colonial nations will, the whole New World, you don't even need to worry about. For example, gosh, everybody's yelling near my house, but it is what it is. I actually have people over, so I'm looking forward to wrapping up this episode really quickly so I can go be more sociable. It's just part of the grind, trying to pump these videos out every bloody day. Yeah, I mean, we get bonuses for being Orthodox, but at the same time, Byzantium's just such a weak nation. I'll be so disappointed, man, if, like, after my second full-blown attempt like this, and days and days and days of episodes, that we don't make it, you know? That'd be so upsetting. Okay, so we basically have a war score here. Let's carpet siege him like that, and then let's go demoralize him by taking out his troops. I'm not even throwing my missionaries back. Come on, dude. You have to be more disciplined than that, monk. Getting some nice population. Oh, actually a population to the place that I just started colonizing. That feels good. Feels real good. Okay. These guys, let's force march, which now doesn't cost us anything, if I remember correctly. And get over here to this capital so that we can get out of that war as well. Capital should fall quickly. And let's hunt Mali's troops, ruining his enthusiasm. I really like that, finishing up all of these colonies. That's really, really cool. Painting the world blurple. Beginning to gain more military points than I really know what to do with right now. I would have liked to take a military idea, without a doubt, earlier than this even, but okay, he's low enthusiasm. It's getting close. Oh, we haven't even taken his capital yet. Jeez. Okay, let's go take that capital city. He'll probably be done at that point. Then we'll clean up the rebels in the area. So how you doing, holy bro? Have you caught up the 2 provinces? He has. Nice, he's doing a good job coring up provinces. Good on you, mate. I hate it when the colonial nations, the client states rather, do not, they fail. They fail badly. It's frustrating. And he's got a... Let's send our missionaries to help him out, as his missionary strength is most likely not too high. Give him a bit of a head start, as I plan to give him many more provinces down the line. Oh, I thought they were religious rebels for some reason. We're good. We're good. So I should remember for next episode that I think Kilwa is a good target, and this guy is a good target as well, each of which should be fully annexable. And once we stabilize their regions, we should be able to basically abandon Africa at that point, which is something that I would look forward to doing. And, you know, we have issues with the fact that we're so powerful, but a lot of our troops are basically not, they're so dispersed around the world. We're not able to really be as effective as I would like to in certain areas, but that will change if we do completely unify certain areas under our own rule, and then yeah, mobilize those troops to be just absolutely carpet sieging down anything, like the nations in Europe and or India, for example, which do pose harder threats for us to deal with. If this province would bloody fall, then we'd be ready to go, ready to piece a Reno. And in fact, guys, I have to go. So with that being said, this episode might have been a bit shorter, but that's going to constitute an episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.